So I was stood there with no clothes on, and he said, "Don't get aroused, Steve." And I said, "My name's Danny." He goes, "No, I'm Steve." Oh, hello and welcome to Not Another Leeds podcast with me, Danny. I've got my two co-hosts here, Kev and James. Now, Kev is back from choir practice. How did it go, mate? Or in the words of your priest that does it for you, how's that pretty little pipe going?
Oh, it's had a good cleaning. Let's put it that way, mate. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Straight out the back, straight out the door. James, now you've been voted the UK's leading expert on French people. Is that true?
Oui.
Thank you. Thank you. I was hoping you'd say that. How are you doing? How are you doing, mate? You all right?
I mean, I've just had a wee. Sorry. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Oh,
Fantastic, mate.
Good.
Always.
Good to see it. And now we have a titan of Leeds content on with us today. It's Conor from One Leeds. How are we, sir? Are we good?
Yeah, mate. I'm not funny enough for this podcast.
I think you mean mentally
You
stable. We're not mentally stable
Believe
on
in
here,
yourself.
mate. Yeah, all good, mate. It's good to be on for the first time. It's good to be on.
Good. Well, you're more than welcome, mate. And well, I must legally tell you that we're not responsible for any subscribers that unfollow you or brain cells that may have been wasted during the show. I have said it on film, therefore it is contractually binding. Everything good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sound.
said
There
it
we
now.
go. Before we go, I do have a bit of, well, it's not a sponsor, it's more of an idea. Now, boys, are we familiar with the debacle around Somerville and he not being happy? You know, he's not smiling, so people are thinking, is he going, oh, you don't want to be here? Well, I think it's down to the food. So what I've done is I've put a bit of a business idea together. Someone said it when Nando's where they're at. So I've come up with an idea. I'm going to create my own sort of version. And I've called it Nalpdo's. It's opening soon. And if you get 10% off if you subscribe to the channel. Now, the specialist in this is a mountain chicken. Have you ever heard of a mountain chicken, Conor?
I haven't, mate. No.
No. Well, the Dominican mountain chicken is this. This is a Dominican mountain chicken. And as you can see, it will favour massively in Nalpdo's. He's clearly loving his mountain chicken and chips. So if you subscribe, you get 10% off at Nalpdo's. So please do subscribe. That's the sponsor out of the way. What do you think? Do you think it'll fly? Not the chicken?
Yeah, I think it'll fly, mate. 100%.
Oh, happy days. Happy days. Right then. We're on a bit of a high. Now we have to go back down into a slum. We need to touch on the Southampton game. Kev, we didn't get your thoughts
Oh, God.
on Sunday. Could you just give us your overall thoughts, mate?
I don't really want to. Honestly, it was just horrible watching the game. Will Smallbone, call him Moses, because every time he ran forward, he was parting the sea. No midfield or anything like that. It was just terrible, literally terrible. When Piroe scored, I thought, do you know what? We're back in this. We're going to do this today. And then everything just went out with a whimper, straight Leeds fashion, proper Leedsy. That did my head in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've got to say about it.
Just Voldemort's delight, just going straight into the box. Such an easy run. He did it in their stadium as well.
Yeah, there's
Conor,
one
I know
doubt.
you've talked about it.
Voldemort.
Well, he looks like one of the vultures, you know, with that schnoz from the Lion King. You know, one of them. Conor, I know you've talked about it to death, but can we just get your quick overview of the Southampton game, mate?
Shite. Yeah, really bad. That's it. No, it's bad. It is bad, mate. Yeah, it was bad. I don't know how much analysis you want me to go in on, but I've done, like you said, I've done it to death on my channel. But yeah, not good, is it, lads? It's not good. It's bad vibes at this moment in time, and yeah, he's got to get him really mentally ready for this playoff run, which we know we're not that successful in as a collective.
We've got to break the mold at some point, aren't we?
Surely
this is the one. Surely, I mean, this time next Friday, it's either going to be a misery cast or I'm going to be polyfilling loads of holes in my wall. Especially James, he'll have no house left, will you, mate? James.
No.
All right.
He's only got 3 days left on his calendar behind him, so we'll see how that goes, isn't it? Yeah.
This is all that's left.
Yes.
I've just kept this bit to do this.
It's just the wall, yeah.
Yeah, Kev. So where do we stand on Piroe? and not his neck. Don't be that mean. But where do you stand on him? Because for me, I thought he was woeful against QPR, and me and James talked about it on Sunday. But
we talked shit about him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're not on his Christmas card list.
I don't think he's a bad player. I think I wanted him during the summer as well. I think a lot of the fan base thought Piroe's the one that we should all be going out and getting. I think he'd play well in the system that suited Joe Piroe. I just don't think that he fits into a Farke system. And from what I've heard today, it looks like he's going to be playing the next 2 games for us as well, by the sounds of it. So we just got to get behind him. But no, I don't think. I think he stays if we don't go up, and I think he ends up being second fiddle to a new striker next year, Cameron Archer. But we'll see how that goes. But at the minute,
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Conor, I mean, I know you've got Joe Piroe pajamas and everything, mate. But what's your thoughts on Piroe, mate? I mean, what effectively I'm asking you, where does he fit into this team?
Do you know what, Danny? I think he's a decent player. I was happy when we got him in, but I did question at the start. With Daniel Farke in a 4-2-3-1. He's not a striker. He's never been a striker. So I've never understood why we brought him in the first place. To be honest, I was excited as you naturally get as a Leeds United fan when we bring a shiny new toy and hark back to the days when we brought in Luke Varney for £1 million and we're all going absolutely nuts. But 16 million quid on a striker, it was great. It really was. But I don't understand why they did it. It makes no sense to me. He's not a number 9. He's not got any attributes of a number 9. So I feel sorry for him. I do. The manager, unfortunately, won't fluctuate to get him in with the decent system. I think a 4-3-3 would aid him a lot better. But a 4-2-3-1 it seems to be his staple at this moment in time. And I unfortunately think Piroe's going to keep suffering because of this. Good goal the other day, but once again, just for the large part of the game, he was anonymous, really. I'm sorry, lads. I feel like it's a lovely podcast and I'm bringing it down. I really apologise.
Nah, it's all right, mate. We do this all the time.
It's been lower than this, mate. It's been way lower than this.
Definitely, yeah.
We've been lower than shark shit. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great strike. I think he needed it for his confidence.
Yeah.
It was aided by a bit of a deflection, but QPR, mate, he wasn't even there. You might as well just lay down and, start licking the grass. James, just your overall thoughts about Southampton, mate.
Southampton as a town, it's a pleasant place to go, I reckon.
Is it though? Is it?
I don't know, mate. I've never been there, so.
Forest of Dean's all right if you've been down there. Bit of camping and that. I swear it's close there.
No, every week we turn into a
double overs as well.
Leisure and tourism podcast. Every week. Yeah, go on then, mate.
I just want to focus on the playoffs, mate. I don't. Season's finished. Season's finished. We died in the end of it. We ran out of steam. Experience told. The youngsters couldn't hack it. Maybe they learn from this and they go again next season if we don't go through the playoffs. But I think we're going to go for the playoffs anyway. I think we can do it. I think we're going to win. Fuck Southampton off now. They're gone. It's gone.
Well, they're not. They're in the playoffs with us, aren't they?
Yeah, they're probably playoff, James.
About the last game of the season. I reckon West Brom are going to do them, I don't know why. I've got a feeling West Brom are going to beat them.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, Conor, you need to realise that James we're going to name him Duracell, mate, because he's the most positive person you've ever met in your life.
Oh, God.
Honestly,
don't say person because that's not true.
Yeah.
It's just
James. I'm sorry for being here, mate. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
The bottom half is like either end of the battery.
Yeah,
that's... you know what I mean?
But the thing is, it brings us together, doesn't it, Leeds United? That's the thing. We all care.
Oh, yeah.
We all care for the club so much, but it evokes different emotions.
As they say.
Yeah. Well,
you heard it there. PTSD is a social glue holding us Leeds fans together. Let's go for some comments here.
Yes.
So, Will Smallbone Voldemort with a new nose from Turkey. Yeah, you could say that. Einar, hope you well, mate. All the way from Iceland. Ooh. He's very aerodynamic. Yeah, he could be. Zane, my main man, have you seen the Wacko? Well, straight away, as soon as I see Wacko tweet, I won't take it too serious, mate.
If it's not Harry Crackling, no one's even bothered. You know, remember when Harry Crackling used to do like all loads of tweets and get loads of stuff right about Leeds? If it's not Harry Crackling, I don't care. If I'm being honest, yeah. So,
hi Evie. Hope you come back to a rainy England. Evening from Paul over at Leeds Therapy. Go check his stuff out; it's really good. And we've got Tom Rogers. Is that Captain America? Is that? I think is he tuned in? We'll get onto these in due course.
Steve Rogers, you idiot.
Yeah,
get it right, mate. Embarrassing us.
What am I doing? Sorry, I'm not marveled up. Sorry. Right, yeah. So let's talk about like the leg coming up on Sunday. Then we'll fuck Southampton off. I'll start with you, Conor, mate. I mean, I watched your video earlier. We'll talk about the press conference because you did that one earlier as well. But are you positive going into this this first leg? All right, I'll rephrase it. I'll rephrase it. Are you negative going into this first leg?
Do you know what the crazy thing is? I'm more confident now going into the playoffs as I was in comparison to the 18-19 with Bielsa, which is absolutely nuts. I went in, I saw Aston Villa, coming into a little bit of form at that period. Grealish, Abraham, Adoma, players of that ilk, Conor Hourihane. And I thought, look, I'm not sure we can match up to them quality-wise, which I think wins you it at the end of the day. But this, lads, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened. I can't put my finger on it. I can make content around it. I'm trying to think of every single verse that's happened, what's not happened, what's gone right, what's not gone right. I don't know what the explanation is. So I'm going into this a little bit, okay, let's see what happens sort of thing. I feel everybody's on an even keel right now. And we'll just wait and see what happens. But I'm still weirdly more confident than I was going into the 18-19 playoff scenario. I still think that the fact that we've got a better quality squad than everybody else is going to play into our favour. But honestly, I don't know how much mentality plays into it, to be honest, but I feel like it's a big factor. I'm just hoping sort of the quality outweighs it 60-40 or 70-30.
Yeah, I mean, do you agree with that, James?
No. We're going to smash the fucking shit out of them, mate. That's what we're going to do. Season's done. Season's done. The run out of steam. That's it. This is a new era. Let's
like a
break,
minute.
Sorry if I'm watching the game at the same time. But yeah,
it's always nice
not losing in playoffs.
You're committed.
That's what I'm talking about, mate.
You're committed.
Bam.
Go on, Kev.
Got to be committed.
Are you committed and positive?
I'd like to hope so. That I'm a bit positive, but what I worry is the fact that we've already beat them twice. And something's got to change at some point, and it's always Leeds going into a playoffs when you've already beaten a team twice and then lose to that team. So I'm just being a bit more pessimistic about the playoffs this time. I'm not too bothered what happens, but yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win, and I think we'll draw at Sunday, and we'll win the home leg. I think bringing it back to Ellen Road, get Ellen Road back to where it was a couple of months ago, and I think we'll be fine. I think we'll go through. And then, yeah, if we would play Southampton, and I don't want to talk about that just yet. No chance, mate. No.
I think the main question.
I want to think about it. Yeah.
The main question about Sunday is: are they going to paint the changing rooms pink? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to be one of them again? Because mind games and all that, Conor.
Well, it's pink.
It didn't go well last time, did it?
No, because we get mind games back. We put paper all over the changing room, didn't we? It worked. I guess I know you said a few times, Conor, that you'd prefer a 4-3-3 on Sunday. Do you think he'll make changes to the squad, or do you think he'll actually just be stubborn and keep Piroe in there?
Yeah, he ain't making any changes. I think we know as Leeds fans throughout this entire season, we know what we're going to get with Daniel Farke to our detriment or to our positivity. And like I said, we've got 90 points. You can't take that away from him. And I think he'll go with that squad. I think we're probably going to see Archie right back, that midfield pivot we've seen throughout the season, and Piroe up top, mate. So strap in.
Sometimes Piroe, mate, he's got the turning circle of a German U-boat. It just takes forever to just. Do you know what I mean? James, you were shaking your head there with changes and stuff. Do you think he'll make any at all?
Yes, mate.
What?
Is Roberts fit? I don't watch the press conference.
Yeah, Roberts is fit. Hello.
I think you've got a delay going on, James.
I
That's
hope
nothing new, mate.
play.
Yeah.
Sorry, James is coming via Starlink.
Yeah.
I'll go on to you, Kev. Kev, do you think he'll make any changes for Sunday?
No, not at all. I think it'll be the exact same team. I think it'll be the exact same team that played against Southampton, the exact same one. That's what I think it'll be.
Yeah. So you're going Kamara and Gruev in the middle then?
Yep, definitely. That's what I think he's going to play. I think obviously we keep the same two at centre half. I think it'll be the exact same team that started against Southampton. Definitely, that's what I think he'll do anyway.
See, for me, do you start Archie Gray at right back? Personally, I'd like to see Conor Roberts, a bit of an experienced head in there. And I know. Before you shoot me, I just think Archie needs a bit of a rest, and I just think Conor Roberts should just be a bit of an experience. He did it all. I mean, he won the league last year, and he got in the Championship Team of the Year. Well, is that controversial to you, James?
No, I think playing Roberts would be a good shout. I don't care whether Kamara or Gray plays in with Gruev, but Gruev has to start for me. Yeah, because Kamara's been off it a bit. So I don't mind Gray playing in there either. But yeah, I'd definitely put Roberts in, mate. I would.
All right, nice one. What about you, Conor? Does Roberts come in for you?
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, if it was any other game, I'd make a few changes. But yeah, I think the obvious one's Roberts. He scored. I think it was the winning goal away at Borough last season that sent. Away at Borough that sent Burnley up. He's experienced in these phases of the season. I think it would be a really good addition at right back. I don't think you lose that much with Roberts in comparison to Archie. To be honest, lads, what I'd love, I don't know how we do this, is getting Ampadu back in midfield. But I don't know how he does it. I just think we've looked so good with him in that pivot this season. Chelsea been the fulcrum of that. I just don't know how he does it. I mean, maybe if he'd have introduced Cresswell throughout points this season, we could have maybe said put Cresswell, at the back. But can we? You lads might be able to answer this. If we are to put Ampadu in the midfield, would you legislate putting Cooper in at the back for these?
I'd rather play Gruev centre half, to be honest with you, to put Ampadu back in midfield.
I think yourself at centre back.
Yeah, I would do. But I mean, if Pascal wasn't obviously made of twiglets, it'd be all right. We'd probably be better off than where we are now. We'd have scored more corners. Would have been fine. It's just
the thing is,
the thing is as well with Cooper. We saw him pretty much, bless him. Look, we all love Liam Cooper, but he pretty much retired himself at Watford, didn't he? With that appalling display. So I
wouldn't want to see him play against Adam Armstrong either. That honestly, I wouldn't be able to sleep for days if I watched that game. So yeah.
So I think he's not playing against him. Don't worry about it.
No, but he might have to at some point. Yeah.
Nah, West Brom are going to beat them. Telling you.
Well, let's hope so. The thing is with Cooper, he's very Coopery, and I don't like the missed headers. I just know he's like you say. I think he'll leave in the summer, Cooper, and I just don't want his name to be stained by getting us knocked out of a semi-final. Very Derby vibes. I can't mention that game. I'll think of that game without cringing. But yeah, I mean, like Paul says here, the only way Ampadu gets back in is if Cooper starts.
0-0 half time. Done. Sorry, mate. It's 0-0 half time.
Thank you. That is the Youth Cup for the under-18s, which is good 0-0, basically. But yeah, so Meslier, we'll talk about Meslier, mate. I mean, there's no confidence in Meslier right now, is there, Kev? He's been getting pelters.
It's Golden Glove winner, mate. What can you say? We've got the best keeper in the league. Comes and claims everything.
The numbers say so.
Yeah, we all believe in numbers on this podcast, don't we? We're proper into our XGs and XPs and STDs and all that. Do you know what I mean? We're proper into all of that here. But no, I mean, I would replace myself, and we probably could still get a good fee for him. I'd get the Rotherham keeper in, and then I'd replace him. Yeah, I just don't think don't think he's Leeds anymore, like what we need for where we are or anything like that. No, I know we probably destroyed all confidence he ever had as a goalkeeper by those last 2 years in the Premiership or Premier League, as everyone fucking calls it these days. But yeah, he's gone. He's just not for us no more. And I think there is better options out there, and we'd probably sell him for a profit and buy someone a lot cheaper that is probably better. That's what I think anyway.
Johansson, who you just mentioned there, he's going for 900k. I think he's, I mentioned
a no-brainer that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned on Sunday I'd like to see him because he's a good shot stopper. And then James made the right comment to say that should be a number one requirement for a fucking goalkeeper, Danny. And I went, yeah, you've got a fair play. You got fair play. I mean, Conor, once again, I can see in the background you've got Meslier pajamas. I know his biggest fan, and I don't think a lot of people are at the minute, mate. But I think he's good at one-on-ones, but he's a goalkeeper this year, mate. I mean, it's a bit of a hangover from last year, no?
Yeah. I don't see a lot of development in his game, to be honest. Handling, distribution's gone off. Commanding his area, not there. To be honest, mate, I just don't think he instills confidence in the back four, the team, which I think is a massive sort of thing that a goalkeeper needs to do. But listen, he's done okay. I just remember that period when he first started under Marcelo Bielsa, where he was pinging balls left, right, and centre against Arsenal in that FA Cup game, and he looked unbelievable. And maybe it's development with the coaches that we've had. Maybe it's a stutter in that process with Grazia, Allardyce, Marsh, and it's just killed him a little bit. But I think a fresh move. Yeah, but I think a fresh move for him would be good. It'd be good for both parties. I think. I just think at the minute he's. I still think he's struggled, which is crazy, isn't it? You're talking about a keeper with the most clean sheets. It's mental, but I do think invariably he struggled this season. And I think the clean sheet thing is Leeds as a unit. To be honest, I think Leeds as a unit. I don't think it can all be attributed to Illan Meslier.
Yeah, that's true. We win as a team, we lose as a team. But the Jesse Marsh team is unbelievable. Paul again, bang on the nose. Marsh ruined him. I agree, mate. I just think Jesse. They're scared. They're fucking. Well, I'm not surprised with that fucking battle.
I'd be scared of him as well. The daft twat.
As you can tell, James is a big fan of Jesse Marsh. Right then. So all in all, I think. Well, actually, I do need to mention that you did a video with Talk Norwich City.
Yeah.
And he was saying, like, outside our Leeds United bubble, that they wanted to play anyone but us. Yeah.
They don't want to play us at all. They don't. And there's 2-3 of them who work for that channel who I've spoke to individually, and they do not want to play Leeds. They lost to us twice this season. They wanted Southampton, West Brom. They didn't want it. They didn't want it at all. And I think it's because they saw, obviously they got the 2 goals in front, didn't they? Piroe, but for 50 odd minutes, Leeds counter-attacked on them, and they counter-attacked pretty well. That's what I do, lads. I don't know about you lot. I'd be interested to hear what you think about it, but I wouldn't be going down to Carrow Road thinking we need to dominate the game. I'd be going and just being like, all right, you have the ball, we'll do a Middlesbrough. You have the ball, we'll counter-attack and just kill you, because that feels like the blueprint at the minute. We just dominate the ball, and it just feels like it's lateral, it's side to side, and teams are just waiting to spring on us. And we've seen it even under Bielsa, haven't we? And it feels like right now the game plan is to counter-attack. But yeah, mate, they're worried. They're worried about Leeds. They're not taking form into consideration, which maybe that's us. I don't know, being more in the Leeds United bubble and thinking, oh God, we know what happens at these scenarios. I mean, I'm 31 years of age. I've seen too much of these scenarios. So
chicken.
Yeah.
Spouting your age. How dare you?
We're closer to getting a bus pass, mate. Don't worry.
I think with that time that we actually, the last game against Norwich, where they had that 20-minute spell against us, where they had all the possession, and they actually played the ball really well. They're actually a good ball-playing team, but they did nothing with that possession against us, did they? I mean, we just held it off. Ampadu and Rodham were absolutely solid. I remember in that second Norwich game. So in the Leeds bubble, we're all thinking that we're all going to bottle this, but I don't look at it from the outside fans' point of view. I mean, there was a lot of teams that were scared of us, Ipswich, Leicester, everybody, when we were going on that run. Yeah, I think Conor's probably right here. We don't see anything from how the other fans are feeling about playing us, because we're always thinking about us playing them. So, yeah, maybe we should go into this a bit more confident, maybe, because we have got the best squad in the playoffs. It's just who's going to turn up on the day, because we have had some big players with some poor performances, especially like Georginio and a couple of others. They've just not been up to scratch. We just need everybody to turn up for 3 games, basically. That mini league, knockout football. Just do it, lads, please.
Fucking do it, lad.
It's that easy.
Just fucking do it, will you, bastard?
Yeah, please.
do a goal.
Yeah, do a goal. It's just shoot maybe as well, because the Southampton game when the fans are screaming shoot was hilarious as well as embarrassing. Yeah,
it was that team where they all had the arrows behind the net. You know that meme where they've all got arrows.
Was it Peter Crouch with a penalty? Was it, or something like that? Yeah.
No,
it
was some Bundesliga team or something like that. Yeah,
the whole crowd had arrows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. James, I know we talk about Rutter most weeks, mate, and for me, my pet peeve is when he turns into other players when the passes on, or he'll try and do a Maradona twirl. Oh, what's in this drink?
Twirl.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating, because if you're a defender now, if you're attackers
not
lost
Shane
the ball,
Duffy,
and you've just got rid of it, and it's coming straight back, you're knackered. You're going to be fuming with him.
Yeah.
Now, the counter argument to that, he goes, yeah, but he has the 2 minutes of brilliance. That's all he needs. But if it's the 89th minute and he's not, made that 2 minutes, but if we don't go up,
left.
Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? So positive, it's unreal. More positive than COVID tests. What I'm trying to ask you, James, is: do you think Rutter will step it up on Sunday? Do you think he's had like a chance to reset?
I hope so, mate. I hope he's. He did have surgery. I think he's trying to be the hero a bit, isn't he? He's trying to take it all on, but the simple things with him would benefit us so much, and him, because he can take the ball again. He can just do the pass off and make the run and get the ball into space again. But yeah, it's that when he tries to turn and he's crowded out, it's frustrating to watch. Yeah, but yeah, he did have surgery, and let's take that into consideration. So let's hope on Sunday he's recovered a bit, does the simple things when he needs to, and just takes the piss when he can. And yeah,
is there an argument to put the hernia back in because he played better with a hernia?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Put it in his shorts and go.
I do think he's got a bit of a hero complex at the moment. He wants everything to go through him. He just wants to be the hero and do everything, and as well as because when he was got doing all when he does all the flicks and tricks, the fans were loving it, weren't they? Singing his name. Maybe he just wants more of that. But he is also a nice lad. I wish him all the best for this weekend. Please, just do it, mate. Yeah, please.
You can have more of that.
I wish him all the best.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to go off on a tangent. Sorry.
No, it's all right, mate. We'll talk about, obviously, you've got the away leg. Hopefully, we'll win that leg. I personally think it'll be a 1-1 draw, and it'll all be deciding at Ellen Road. I'll get your predictions now. So, Conor, here we go. Limelight, it's all on you.
Conor. Come on, Conor. Spit it out, Conor.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. 1-1. Are we just doing the first leg, or are we doing first and second? What are we doing?
We can do both if you want, mate. It's 20. We're not that kind of podcast,
Yeah.
2 at a time. Fuck it.
1-1 at Ellen. 1-1 at Carrow Road, and 1-0 tight, nervy at Ellen Road. 2-1 Leeds go through.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Well done. You did well there, Conor. Well done.
As I felt pressure. I felt pressure from James. I couldn't say anything else.
I was about to come onto your screen and start going, what are you going to
say? just see him like Pamiento from Brooklyn 99 that come up behind him. Like
just fucking pretend if you got to.
Go on then, James, Mr. Positive, Mr. Motivator. Predictions, mate?
I'll go. See, for me, right, our conceding, it all depends on Ampadu and Rodon. So I think they've been shit since they come back from losing for Wales. So I think it's them. They're the key. or whether we're good defensively. I think all our defense goes through them. So if they're on it, I think it'll be a clean sheet. If not, I reckon it'll be a 2-1 win Sunday. 3-0 at Ellen Road.
Unbelievable.
Because I think they'll come after us and we'll just counter, bang. But I do agree with the counter as well. I think we should do that.
I love it, mate. That's great.
That's
Mr. Motivator shit. Love it.
He is the most positive person of a Leeds fan I've ever met in our lives.
Spandex on under here.
And you can subscribe by going onto his OnlyFans after this. I'll put the link below. Kev, go on then, mate. You're like the realist out of all of us.
I actually think it'll be 1-1 as well. I think it'd probably be a terrible, crappy game on Sunday. And I actually think that it'll probably be 4-3 to Leeds on the Thursday, because that's proper Leeds, that is. And I think I will be nail-biting, nervous, like what Conor says. I think it'll be a mad game and we'll just edge it 4-3. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that's how it's going to be. Yeah,
that killed me.
I don't want it. I won't even be able to go to work on a Friday if that happens. I promise you. I won't be able to go to work. Yeah, I can't even sleep after Leeds wins because it's always that Leedsiness is in me. After 4-3 playoff semi-final, yeah. But I've just got a feeling that's what it's going to be. It's going to be horrible.
Imagine the 90th minute, Leeds are 3-2 down, 5 minutes at a time. On comes Liam Cooper. Heads at the back post. On comes the head at the back post. Honestly, mate, I'd have to have a lie down in a cold, dark room after that. I just could not. I'd have to put in an induced coma, maybe. No idea. My voice went. Yeah. So, if you are watching, we are being positive this week, and hopefully we can get both wins or just get to the final and go up, because I'm sick to death of fucking.
What did you say, Dan? What did you say with the?
I think 1-1 at Carrow Road on Sunday, and I think we'll go for a 1-0 win on Thursday. Liam Cooper back post. Place your bets. Be
a good result, by the way. Be a good result. 1-1 down there.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll win. So that'll be a better result.
Cheers.
Yeah, we'll win. We'll win 1-1. It's 1-1 to us. Right. So what happens now if you are new here and are watching? First of all, please subscribe. We've made it to 40. I don't know how, but we have. Conor, what happens now? We've got a segment called Guess the Player, and it's not been guessed by anyone yet. So you could be the very first one to do that. What I'm going to do is I'll get the picture up and I'll give you 5 seconds, and I want to see everyone's guesses in the comments as well. And then we'll see if you get it or not. So here is today's Guess the Player. Who is this iconic player? Who do you think it is? And that's your 5 seconds. Obviously, it's a bit of an iconic shirt. If you were to guess anyone, who would it be, Conor?
Is it Ian Wright?
I don't know, is it? That's what I'm asking you.
It could be. Potentially.
Potentially. Shall I lock you in with Ian Wright?
So him or Bergkamp, but I'll go in.
Lock him in, Dan. Lock him in.
Right, Kev, who do you think it is?
You can change your mind if you want. You're not that
I'm going to go with Teddy Ruxpin, if anybody remembers who that is.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him, but I'm assuming...
It's an older thing anyway, yeah.
That on loan, weren't he?
Yeah.
I'll assume he was the forgotten BG. James, who do you think it is?
I'm going to go for their record buy in 94, I think it was, Jerry Springer.
Oh, Jerry Springer. Right, okay. Connor's like, what the fuck have I got myself into? Why am I on this podcast? Well, I will let you into a little secret. Do you think it's Beckford? Sorry, Jordan. Welcome to the channel, mate. Please do subscribe. You'll probably hate us by the end of this. We've got James Milner by Zane. We've got Tony Adams. Shredder by Einar. It's obvious. Well, do you want me to reveal to you who it actually is? This is what you saw. And it's quite obviously the man, the mystery. It's Lord Flashheart. Woof, woof! It's obviously a talented player for Arsenal back in the day. I did ask him for comment, but he said, get away from me. Otherwise, I'll give your mother something to hang her towels on. I don't know what that means, but, here he is, Lord Flashheart.
Got an error with him.
Woof, woof, I think he said. Yeah, so it could have been Ian Wright. Who knows? We'll talk about. Yet again, no one guessed it this week, so it moves on to the final podcast.
Damn
next
it!
Week. I know. I can see Conor dying inside because he didn't get it right, obviously.
I saw Tom Rogers put Tony Adams up, and that was a serious answer as well. So,
yeah, it did look like Tony Adams. Yeah, I thought that might have been him. Yeah.
He meant when he retired from football, though.
Yeah,
that was a good guess.
You've got to keep him on the toes, Conor. You've got to keep him on the toes. Yeah. Right. So, obviously, there's some interesting comments from Farke today. And the main one that you've done a video about it, Conor, and a lot of other people have mentioned it. Decisions on the sideline. The game will not be basically decided by big decisions at the side. And what's your thoughts on that, Conor? If you can remember.
Yeah, it's about 7 pints deep at the minute, mate. But yeah,
only that.
Decisions.
Keep going.
Decisions won't be sort of influenced by me on the sidelines. Well, they will. They will. You've got a fairly decent bench there, underutilized substitutions. So yeah, brief thoughts. I think you're wrong there, Daniel. But yeah, unusual comment, confusing comment. But maybe he's just saying to them, look, you go out there and you've got to go and do what you do to get us over the line. Maybe that's what he's saying. I don't know, but it's interesting to say the least. And Leeds have just scored an own goal. There we go. Sorry.
Oh no.
Owen Goal, the new signing, has scored for the under-18s.
Lagging.
I think with what he says about stuff from the sideline I don't agree with that either. I mean, how many goals did Ipswich score from substitutions this year? How many goals did they score from and assists from substitutes this year that put them over? I mean, Kieran McKenna's in-game management was absolutely fantastic sometimes, and it got him over the line. So, I can't agree with Farke there. There is sometimes his substitutions have been terrible and too late, and he needs to learn from that, I think.
Yeah, I agree, mate. If one frustration with Farke for me is that he leaves his substitutions quite late, especially Joseph. I want to see him more, Joseph. I think he's so great at that. Now that Bamford's out,
but you do, yeah.
Now that Bamford's out, I'll be starting Joseph. Me personally, I'd rather have Joseph up there than Piroe. So, what's your thoughts on that, James? From the sidelines comment.
I mean, we all agree on substitutions and stuff and not changing things at certain times. Maybe what is I haven't actually heard what his comments were, so I don't know. Maybe this is going to be completely wrong. But maybe what he's saying is, regardless of the decisions that are made on the sidelines, it's the players that will determine the outcome of the game type thing. But basically, I think there's a bit of, do you know what I mean? I think that's where it's coming from, maybe.
I've seen it in the comments, Conor, that you can do a Farke impression. Is that correct?
No.
By Georgie Foot.
Go and get your wig, Conor. Go on. Go and get it.
Hello, my name is Daniel Farke. Norwich were my favourite sides. And Leeds United, listen, I try, but the community, they do not take to me, especially that bastard from One Leeds. There you go.
You doing
brilliant.
That gives it a whole different connotation.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic.
If you close your eyes, it's like he's in the room with it.
Yeah. Got a bit of cake in his hand as well, ready for the weekend. It's fantastic.
That's it.
Exactly. He goes on to say that obviously Bamford's out, right? Mr. Biscuit knees. There was Joe said a stat last week actually that Bamford's been out for the last games for the past 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
that's a massive coincidence. But what's your thoughts on Bamford being out, Kev? Shock horror?
Yeah, no, not shock horror, and also how we in a position after the seasons that we've had that we're still relying on Patrick Bamford to get us the goals to get us in the Premier League. I mean, that's how I feel. Is why are we still in the position to rely on Patrick Bamford? And we all know that he's made of rusks. You know what I mean? It's all over the place.
How long has it been now? Genuinely, how long has it been? It feels like it's got to be 7 years. Is it 7 years? Yeah.
Bielsa's first season was it when he come in? Yeah,
feels like 20. Feels about like 20.
Feels like 20. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, I'm just thinking back of all the penalties and all the chances. Just rush through my head there. Yeah, why are we still relying on Patrick Bamford to get us into the Premier League? That's the issue that I've got with it. Don't mind that he's injured. It's the fact that we're still relying as a club on Patrick Bamford when we've had chances. I mean, we could have been at Gyökeres, man. You know, we could be somewhere else. Yeah, he's going to go for nearly 80 million this summer, man, as well. Gvardiol, Rodrigo de Paul.
Let these players go.
Oh no,
we could have had Unai Emery, but Victor,
right back.
You know. Anyway, on Bamford, Joe Donahue tweeted saying that he misses both legs, so I quickly made this Lieutenant Bam. I tweeted that out. Lieutenant Bam.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Party banter. Yeah. It's good for the soul.
He'd be better up front.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah,
I trust him in the box a little bit more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
fucking hitting everyone with his wheelchair.
Yeah.
So Dan, moving on, then Dan James, it may be fit, maybe not for the full 90 minutes. I mean, that'd be a big boost for us, wouldn't it, Conor?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, a little fresh injection of pace off the bench. Someone who is never gonna not give 100%. And I don't know about you lads, but for the past 2 games, I've wondered if some players on that pitch have been given 100%. James will give you that week in, week out. And it has to be said, he's been a massive surprise to me this season. Didn't expect it. He's been brilliant.
Did you call him a Ferrari without a driver at the start of the season?
He's Adama Traore without a gym membership.
That's what he is. Yeah.
He's done really well.
Yeah.
He's done really well this season. You have to say to him, but I will say, lads, like the rest of them, once again, post international break, don't know what's happened to him. Don't know what's happened to him. Don't know what's happened to the Welsh lads. I honestly have no answers to it. But yeah, him being back, him being available, he's definitely someone who you can take into this sort of like final 3 and be excited by, definitely.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'd be a good player for these sort of games when the games are going to be stretched as well. Dan James, that would good, perfect one to bring off the bench because they'll be shitting on pants. Imagine what's his name? What's their 2 centre halves, Hanley and Duffy, trying to chase after him? I'd be.
Well, he should be playing. Yeah. He should be playing the dirty dog.
Very Derby vibes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you know how this is. Sorry, James, but you know how this is going to end, don't you? Duffy going up for the corner last minute.
Oh yeah.
If he does that celebration, if he does that in front of away fan,
I'll run him over. I will.
Irony. It's great for this though. Yeah. So I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Dan James?
Well, we said at the start of the season, I think going down to the Championship with Leeds would have been a good little reset for him. Sort of find a bit of form, find a bit of a home, and it's paid off. He's been played in his right position, and he's been good all season. It's like, as Conor says, he's probably one of the only players that can run, and he's sort of learned how to sort of stop a bit now as well. So it's helped him instead of just running into defenders to stop, because that was funny.
Like that kid from Mighty Ducks where he has to stop in front of the cans. That's what he's like, Dan James.
This is hit stuff to stop. Yeah. That was Dan James, like under Bielsa. Take out all the defenders. Bang, bang, bang. All lying on the floor.
Genuinely, the flying V would work in the final. Just everyone flying
don't do
V.
That. Yeah, don't do
straight
that.
Away. Yeah, they'll be all right.
Dan James just run up on everyone. It'd be out of position.
Yeah. The big question is, providing what happens if we go up or if we don't go up. I'll come around you and I want your opinions. I'll start with you, James. Does Farke stay at the end of the season? Personally, I think they'll back him anyway, either or. But do you think? Because there's been people want him sacked, and they've been calling him tactically inept, and it's you're entitled to your opinion, but it doesn't make you right.
Wow.
Oh God,
no, I think
I came across right of a bit of a dick then. Sorry, I did. You know what I mean?
You are a dick.
Although I've got the hate texts are coming through. Sorry, no, it's too late.
I think he'll have a longer summer. He'll have a lot more time to sort his team out, sort the players he wants, what he doesn't want. You won't have all these Well, he will actually if we stay down because they'll all be going out on loan again, won't they? But I think it is all in hand now, so I think he'll have a bit of a clearer idea. I mean, I just generally think that we got to the international break and most of our players carried on playing through it, and injuries, the last 8 games, all bollocks. They're all fucked. All fucked. Just didn't have it in them to push over the line.
All bollocks.
Farke, I think, all bollocks, mate. All bollocks out. I think he stays, and I think given a full summer, see the signings he wants in. I don't think he got all the signings that he wanted. I think it was a very rushed job. I think we'll do all right next year. If we're down, I think we'll win champions next year. Yeah. With Farke.
Don't, James. Don't give me hope.
But we're going to go up. So
yeah.
Playoffs.
We can win it when we next get relegated in a couple of years' time. Kev, anything to add to that, mate?
No, I agree. I'll keep Farke. I think we will lose some big players in the summer, but I think the players that we will lose will be massive for the PSR that Leeds have got, especially Meslier, Somerville, Nonto. PSR will be huge because we get big money for them, and also it will go straight onto the balance sheet as profit, which will be good for how we run the championship for the next year if we don't go up. I do think he stays. I do think he brings in a couple more of his players, keeps the backbone. I think, again, we'll lose the wingers, but I reckon everybody else will stay. Yeah, I think he stays and we win the league next year. As long as Nottingham Forest stay up, I think we win the league next year if we don't go up this year. That's
assuming
my opinion,
assuming we don't win the final and go up in a blaze of glory.
Won't Forest be fucked if they get relegated? They're in trouble already, aren't they?
Yeah, but I don't know. We never know, do you? Leicester were in trouble. They got relegated and buried their head in the sand. And now they're going to get done again next year.
Have a great time when they go up there, aren't they? Oh, Leicester.
Yeah, well, one touches foxes, the other hugs trees. Conor, let's get your news on Daniel Farke.
Daniel, my favorite man.
Good.
Yeah. I'd like him to stay. I think a full pre-season. The thing is, lads, we can bear criticism on him, as you naturally do on these Leeds channels. We're reacting to results, we're reacting to decisions and discussions and all this sort of stuff. We can bear criticism on him, but I think there has got to be a bit of development. I'll be honest. I think I'd like to see a few differences, but maybe that's because we're used to the elite in what we've seen in the championship before with that beautiful Argentinian man. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, and this is reality. I don't know. But yeah, I'd keep him. Bit of continuity. I don't think they will get rid of him at all. I don't think they'll get rid of him. And maybe it's nice to have that for once, because I think they were probably a little bit scorned by the Grazia, Allardyce, Marsh turnover bollocks that we had to experience. Yeah. So yeah, I'd keep him. If he was to underperform, hypothetically, worst case scenario, if he was to underperform going into next season, I'd be looking at making a decision pretty quickly, and I'm sure they will be doing. But I'd definitely go in with a full pre-season, a full transfer window. Yeah,
and less sideward passes would be nice for me, and maybe some progressive midfielders would be nice too. But yeah, I think that's all he needs.
How would you all feel if just from 2-0? By the way, I think it is. Have you just said that as well, James? Yeah, 2-0. How would you all feel if, like, just hypothetically, if in this promotion spell, we all know what we'd do if we went up. Like, it'd be fantastic, amazing, all that sort of stuff. We'll be partying in Millennium Square and all that sort of stuff. But worst case scenario, if we were to sort of implode in this playoff race, would you be more willing to make a decision if a better coach became available, or would you not?
I'll start. I'd keep him personally. I think we just reset and go again and give him the full pre-season. Get the players that he wants. I can understand why people want him out, because it's frustration and it's just reactionary. Because we all know what social media is like. It's just, you have to put a toxic suit on just to log in these days. But the thing, what I'm trying to say is it's very reactionary. And I knew you're going to bring in at this point of the season. You're going to bring Allardyce back in. You know what I mean? With his burger menu in the background.
If we go out in the playoffs, you mean?
Yeah, it means if we get absolutely hammered in the playoffs. Yeah, that's what
I know. What he meant, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the guys that are calling for his head already as well. Oh, but the question to you then, Kev, what Conor's just asked.
There's a Norwegian guy for a club called Bodo Glimt, he's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. If it all fell apart, mean, I'd like Farke to stay, but there is a couple of managers out there where I think that could be good for our football club. There's a guy at Malmo who's really good as well, plays some strange football. There's a few out there that I'd take, but I mean, I don't think we're going to implode. If we don't go up, I think we'll lose in the final. But yeah, I think we keep him, and then if there is a couple of people out there that I would take as well, though. Yeah, I just want us to win every game. That's it, and play beautiful football and have the best players. So whatever, you just got to trust the club, haven't you?
We've been teased, haven't we? We've been teased with the guy we had before in the Bishop. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Right, quickly, and James, to answer that question, Conor.
There's probably managers that I would take even if we went up. To be honest with you, because I do like Farke, and you know, some of his football I do find a bit boring. I do, and that's just a personal preference, but. Like I can see how well he's done, so I'll accept that he's getting results. So I would still keep him, but yeah, there's definitely other managers out there that I would take even if we went up. To be honest with
you, either way, whatever happens, it's like you said, the season's done. We've still got 90 points. Do you know what I mean? It's still, it might. It's just been picked to it, haven't we? The past 5 months.
Maybe there's more pressure from the fan base if we went up.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah.
I think that's the other thing that has affected these players as well, that haven't been used to playing a full season, especially 46 game season, and playing in front of us like fucking animals at times, you know, that just want perfection.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway,
you've got to take that into account.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we'd all keep Farke at the moment, but I think he'll be here for the start of next season. And the last bit of news is that Will Farrell has side before Elf, as it's put on Twitter, has invested into.
We just become best friends.
Yeah. It's funny actually because I went to the Barbie premiere, and look, this is me and him at the Barbie premiere. We are best friends. Oh, he just texted me. Why have you just shown that picture? Sorry, you didn't see that. Right, so we've got 2 more segments left. Hang in there, Conor. We're nearly finished. So if you are new here, I know that some of you might be coming over from Conor's channel. Thank you for putting up with us. There's probably just people with the restraints, the psychotic restraints. Anyway, so this is called that's it. That's called Top Knob, and what we do is we nominate people that have pissed us off or things that have pissed us off. So let's get into this week's Top Knob.
Top Knob.
Right, so James, I'll come to you first, mate. Who's your top knob? Or
come to me first.
Toppest nobbers.
I had a couple in mind. First, I was going to go for like all the fans that are laughing at us at the moment. They're really pissing me off. But I'm just going to go for, I don't know, Fred and Rose West. Something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No. Valid. It's a valid.
It may be valid, but this is why I say every week I'm surprised we've made it this far. It was a certain Austrian painter a couple of months ago. But yeah. Kevin, who's your toppest nobbers, mate?
I've got to go with the Huddersfield fans, and that basically just knew they were already down and just trying to telling the Ipswich to win, telling their players to let Ipswich to win, so we didn't go up as well. So I'm going to go with Huddersfield fans as a whole here, and then just dog bother.
The manager's left today as well.
Yeah, he stinks as well. Get rid of him as well. Yeah,
got nits.
Yeah, he's got nits.
Connor, who's your toppest nobbers?
Sorry, can I just say? Do you know? Sorry, you're getting a bit of one Leeds here, lads. I'm venting. Can you believe that the Huddersfield fans were clapping as the Ipswich fans invaded the pitch?
I know.
They just relegated them. Like, what are we? Oh man, I couldn't believe it. But there
we mean nothing to them though.
Yeah.
We mean nothing to them.
This was the sponsor for last week's episode, Connor, and it's quite apt. It's Feel the Obsession by Leeds United, the latest fragrance. And this was the reviews from it. I am obsessed and I can't help it by Fox Lover 69. 4 stars. I use this on my dog. It's that good from Fingered My Dog 89. Quite an unfortunate name. So You know, we're just rent free, mate. Just rent free. So go on, mate.
Yeah, I'd go. I don't know if you all caught Caden Jackson on Sky Sports.
Oh yeah, yeah, I caught that. Yeah,
someone who's been an absolute bum all season, barely got on the pitch, grabbing the mic and not stopping for a good 15 to 20 seconds, where Sky Sports had to actually ask their producers to edit it out because it was that long. The Leeds are falling apart again. It honestly, it's unbelievable. But yeah,
it's absolutely. It's all right. He'll be playing for Stoke next season. It'll be funny. Yeah. I think I'll nominate just the fans as a whole. Like you say, that Huddersfield were clapping. They've just been relegated by Ipswich. You've got there were a Sunderland fan at one point, a Brighton fan. And it's just like, we're just absolutely massive, aren't we? So you lot are this week's Top Knob.
Top Knob.
Best jingle in the game. Right, we are on to our last segment. Please try and stay awake if you are watching. Right, so Conor, you don't know this, but we're secret millionaires, and I'm a super genius. I've created the latest AI technology. It's a supercomputer, and it gives you questions or statements which you need to answer, and the panel needs to answer. Now, it's been a bit of, it's going through puberty. I've took its vape away, so it might be a bit of a idiot. So are you ready to meet the NALP 3000?
I'm terrified, but yeah, go on.
He's definitely ready for this.
Connor's terrified. Beep boop beep.
Calculating. Question found. Sleep in a rival's shirt once a week, or watch Victor order twerk to Sean Paul's Get Busy 4 times randomly a month.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
my God.
I'm so sorry. Like I said, it's going through puberty. I've took its vape away. I do apologise, Conor. You shouldn't. People of your ilk shouldn't be seeing that. And you guys, you see it every week. I'm sorry to the viewers, but in
dirty bitch. Sorry.
In good fashion. What would you rather do, Conor? Would you rather sleep in a rival shirt once a week, or would you watch Victor Orta twerk to Sean Paul's Get Busy randomly 4 times?
I think I'd go Victor Orta, you know. I would go Victor Orta.
He's got a bit of cake on here. The old fat boy's got a bit of cake.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah. I'm sure AI will help me out with that later. Kev, what would you choose?
Oh, it's got to be Orta. I don't even wear red, so there's no way I can wear another club shirt. Yeah, definitely going to be Victor Orta working randomly 4 times a month. Yeah, I'll take that, definitely.
Fair dues. 3 for 3 for Orta, is it, James?
By rivals, you mean like everyone, because everyone hates us?
Yeah.
No.
You can be wearing a Brighton shirt. Yeah, you can be wearing Esmond. You can be wearing Accrington Stanley, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's how much everyone hates us. Yeah.
I'll be getting my ones out for Victor Orta's pants, mate. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Or just throwing. Do you mean dropping them from a great height? The pound coins. I'd go Victor Orta all day. Just imagine him some tight jeans, shake that ding, Miss Gunner. Anyway, so I think we'll all go Victor Orta then. Right, so that concludes this week's podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Jump out the window. What have you done to us?
Sorry, lads, I'm walking with you here. I'm walking with you.
We've
I go for a piss, Conor.
His house right quick. Yeah. So everyone watching, there is quite a lot of you. So please do like and subscribe. It'll help pay for the bail money coming in, because we need it at this point. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we can get a win in the next 2 games. Conor, anything coming up in on One Leeds, mate, over the weekend, or live? Are you doing a live watch along again, with your dad, or?
I might be doing, mate. Yeah, potentially. My angry dad. Yeah, potentially. We'll wait and see what happens. But make sure you're liking and subscribing, guys, because this is fantastic. This is better than I can produce.
Thanks very much. You heard the man. Cheers, man. Obviously, if you are living under a rock somehow and you don't subscribe to Conor, please do go subscribe and check out his content. Will we be back Sunday night, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
mate. To celebrate.
Yes. Yes.
Right, we will be back on the Sunday Club over at Leeds House Fan Channel, which Kev runs. Oh, I got it right this time. Oh, yeah.
Give it heads,
Anything we'll talk about right quick before we go? Because
Nah,
I know
just
that
win.
Kevin's got. Yeah, just
You
win.
know what would have been
If you
really
are
funny,
watching-
though? If you'd have went,
Don't
what are
tell
you
me.
doing, Conor? He went, fuck all, mate. Nothing. That would have been really funny.
Ready?
I ain't doing fuck all.
And
I'm sick of it. I'm
action.
sick of Leeds. I'm sick of Leeds. Just stop now, please. Just stop.
Leave
Yeah,
me-
that would be.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You have been watching Not Another Leeds podcast. Please do like and subscribe. We're on the road to 700 subscribers, and if we get to 700, Kev will put makeup on and sing "Super Queen" by ABBA, if that's a song. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll see you. We will
Queen
see
by
you.
ABBA.
I don't know. Super Trooper. That's it. Absolute shambles. Chaos ensues. We'll see you next week.